Hey YouTube, welcome to my channel. Today I'm sitting in a 2002 Ford Taurus, which is actually my first project car. And the issue with this car is that the AC blower does not work. So if I were to turn on the AC and adjust any of the blower settings, it does not blow any air. So in this video I'm going to show you how to replace your AC blower motor. Now, if you were to encounter this problem in your vehicle, there can be 3 or 4 reasons why it may be occurring. The first one is that the blower motor relay must have gotten spoiled. The second reason could be that the fuse for the blower motor has gotten spoiled as well. The third reason could be that the blower motor resistor has gotten spoiled. And the final is that the blower motor itself is spoiled. Now before getting started with the AC blower motor replacement, you first need to find your owner's manual just to find the location of the blower motor relay, the fuse, as well as the resistor and the blower motor itself. You basically need to go to the roadside emergencies, passenger compartment fuse panel, and here you will get like a diagram 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if you look at what you want to look at is number 8. You have 40 amp blower motor. Okay, so 40 amp blower motor, and then you have over here number 3, which is blower motor relay. So that's basically number 3 and number 8. Now in order to find and replace the blower motor relay and the fuse of the blower motor, these are located in the fuse box on the driver's side of the car, right under the steering column. Find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So basically the fuse is this one here. So this one right here is the fuse, and the relay will fit in these two sections. Okay, now to get to this point here, I need to remove this. So what you're looking at right now is the new 40 amp blower motor fuse, and this one will fit in slot 8 on the right hand corner over there. So what you're looking at right now is the brand new blower motor relay, and this is going to fit in the second row of the fuse box in slot number 3. So I've now put the new blower motor relay in slot number 3 and the new 40 amp fuse in slot 8. So the next step is to put back the relay that was in slot number 4. I had initially removed it because it was difficult to pull out the blower motor relay. So here it is. Alright, so this right here is the blower motor. I even got a resistor for the car just in case the resistor doesn't work. Yeah, this is the resistor, I believe. Yeah, this right here is the new resistor. I'll see if I need this. If it doesn't work on a specific speed after fixing the motor, I think this will be the next step. Alright, and this appears to be the gasket for the blower motor, and just for reference, the resistor costed me about $45 or $50, and this blower motor costed me about $145 or $150. As you can see, this is the new blower motor, and this is what we'll be fixing onto the car. Blower motor basically came with a vent tube, and it also came with like a gasket. So we just have to make sure when we put this gasket that the holes of these gasket align with these edges. So there are about three of them. So there's 1, 2 and 3. So as you can see, I just moved this vent up here through this hole, and the only thing that's remaining is to actually push the bottom the bottom part of it into this one. Okay, so there you have it. I've put the rubber gasket alongside the edges of the blower motor. I changed the blower motor relay that's in the fuse box below there, and I also changed the fuse of the blower motor, which is also in the fuse compartment down there. But even after that, the blower still didn't work after I replaced those two things. So the only thing that it can be apart from that is it can be an issue with the blower motor resistor and the blower motor itself. Okay, so I'm right now on the passenger side, and the panel that I was talking about is actually down here. As you can see, there's one pin over here, and then there's one more pin in the corner right over there. So I'm going to actually remove these two pins just by actually just pulling over here. So I'm just going to put some pressure here and try and take this out. Okay guys, so I was able to take out these two pins that I talked about earlier from here. So I'm just gonna drop this down and get it out of the way. And what you can see actually is that right over here is your blower resistor, and right over here is the bottom of your blower motor. Okay, so I'm just going to show you. Let me just focus. Yeah, let me just show you how to replace this blower motor. It's actually, as you can see, it's actually connected here, going all the way over to this resistor inside there. So these two things is what I need to change. And yeah, I'm gonna use the 8mm spanner that I have over here to actually remove this, and I'll show you how that's done. There's actually a bolt right over there, if you can see right here, and this is actually an 8mm bolt, which is why I have the 8mm spanner. So what I'm going to do is there are actually three of these. One is over here, and then there's one actually in the corner right over there, and a third one is somewhere up there. So it's a tight spot, but essentially what I need to do is I need to remove these three bolts with this spanner, and then I'll have to unhook this over here, and then this whole unit will come down. So I managed to get all three screws out. The amount of space that's in there is actually very limited. There's not a lot of space to move around a spanner. If you can get a ratchet with some kind of extension to the ratchet, I think that will be ideal. Alright, so what I'm doing right now is to remove the blower motor. I just got a plier and I just held the corner of the blower motor because it wasn't actually getting removed when I tried it with my hand. So I'm just going to try and yank it out with the plier. So here we go. See, one side is out, and the other side. And it's finally out. This looks like just some adhesive to keep the blower motor in check. So I'm just going to try and cut through this right now with the plier, and then we'll put the new blower. Alright guys, so here's the blower motor, and if you see under here is where the blower motor will actually go. As you guys can see, I've managed to actually put one of the pins in place over here. So now all I have to do is just make sure to put the screws through those holes, and this should hold together. Alright guys, so I managed to put the blower motor inside. So all the screws have been put, like the one over there and the one on top as well. I've put all the connections back. The most important one is the one that comes from the blower motor that connects to the power supply. I think I may have mentioned that is the resistor, but that's actually not the resistor. The resistor is actually this blue thing up here. And now I'm gonna check if it actually is gonna work. So I'm gonna put the key in, and let's start this up. Okay, and now this is we're going to put it on AC, and let's see what happens. And we're successful. All right, and the only thing remaining now is putting this fuse box cover back in its place, and that will go over here. So I'm just going to snap this on. You can actually hear the motor, so it actually worked. So I didn't need to change the resistor. I would have had to change the resistor if at all the blower is not working on a certain speed. But as you can see, it is actually working on all the speeds. That's awesome. Okay, so I hope this video was helpful to you. It certainly worked for me. I hope if you have the same issue that this video does help you also solve the same problem. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video.